This episode is sponsored by Kingsley's Com Cabin Announcements, a premier voice service for airlines experiencing situations that sound worse when described honestly. Whether your aircraft is descending unexpectedly, partially submerged, or surrounded by dorsal fins, our distinguished British narration helps passengers reassured until panic becomes administratively unavoidable. When you need calm, remember Kingsley's, because catastrophe sounds better with proper diction.
It's Shark Week, and we're fastening our seatbelts, ignoring the flotation device demonstration, and discovering that the in-flight meal is apparently us. Deepwater, directed by Renny Harlin and starring Aaron Eckhart, Ben Kingsley, and Angus Sampson, follows the survivors of an LA-to-Shanghai flight forced down the Pacific, where escaping the wreckage only lands them on the menu for a school of unusually motivated sharks. Harlan already gave us genetically enhanced aquatic chaos with Deep Blue Sea, but does this return trip have enough bite to justify another plunge, or is Deepwater a little too shallow for these fellas? Welcome to Good Film Hunting and Shark Week.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shark Week. You know, funny thing about Shark. Are you into Shark Week?
I am not into Shark Week.
I am not either.
I don't give a shark.
Teresa is all into this. She's like, oh my God. She loves all these nature shows, which is fine. But like,
yeah,
I don't understand. I mean, it's great marketing. The people, was it Discovery Channel or whatever? I mean, they make people want to sit and watch this all week, a week long of shark blood and guts. But like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get the hype. But here we are talking about it. So.
Have they covered everything there is to cover about sharks by this point?
I don't know.
Is there new shark material?
I don't know.
Are we still learning about sharks?
I'll say this. Having said what I just said about how I don't really care, I am weirdly fascinated with the hammerhead shark, Gary. When I see one of those, I'll stop and like, I got to see what's going on here, because their eyes are like out here. They get I can't move my arm still. You know what I'm saying? And I remember our Star Wars character we had called Hammerhead, which, but like, they're so weird looking sharks. Like, I don't know that I'd be afraid of a hammerhead, like a great white. You're like, oh my God, a great white. You say a hammerhead, do you think you just like bop it on the like bunk?
Well, you'd think if the closer it got to you, the less in trouble you'd be.
He can't see you.
You know?
I mean, even if he crosses his eyes, they're 3 feet apart.
Well, he might be seeing a few of you at that point.
I don't know, but I just feel like you could bop him on the snout. I'm like, no, stop, knock it off.
But he might hammer you with his head.
He could turn sideways. Like, anyway, I did not plan that little talk there.
That'd be a really interesting episode of Three Stooges. You'd have to double poke. There's no way you could get away with this. Anyway. Okay, I made it worse somehow.
Let's talk about you did. I was gonna let you try to get out of it, but you kept going
with
you went full on dig dug there. You just kept digging and not dugging.
Yeah, Digger. Another film. Right.
Deepwater, Gary. This thing is sitting at 68 and 71 at Rotten Tomatoes, so it's fresh. And do you have an opinion on this one, a rating? You do your rating first.
I will give you my rating of this. I think interesting for those listening.
Yeah, I fall in the same spot with interesting. I could maybe be pushed to good, but interesting is a more honest review of it.
It's not without its faults. Is the problem?
Yeah, there's a character that I hated so much in this movie.
Andy, that is one thing about this movie that I have to just. You brought it up first, so I have to say, never. I mean, it's one thing to manipulate an audience. Yeah. I felt manipulated through this whole film with that character. Way on purpose. It is, I don't want to go into spoiler territory. I almost would like to do a spoiler review of this, like separate, because I have something to say about that character. But I felt manipulated throughout the film.
He was terrible, and not good acting, because you hated him. You hated his existence, his just seeing him. You're like, I would beat him over the head and push him into the water. And I wouldn't feel bad about it. Like, all right, moving on. Need to be done.
Maybe we'll do a spoiler part towards the end of this video just to briefly touch on that. Because I think that's one of the things that really kind of stands out about the movie.
Oh yeah, I mean, I stuck with it because I hoped that there was a payoff at the end with that guy.
Yeah.
So I'm froze up here for a minute.
I noticed that.
There it is.
Oh.
So I have just two quick notes that I wrote down because I needed to write down. Gene Simmons was involved in one of the producing of this film.
Interesting. Yeah.
So my beloved Kiss is everywhere, and Gene Simmons. I don't know how much he was involved, but this was another one of those films that had a lot of production companies involved with it. But Gene Simmons and his partner were part of that. The one thing that I truly enjoyed in this movie, and I don't know if you caught it, was the Shelley Winters reference. Did you catch it?
Yes.
With the older lady, and he's like, "You're moving as good or better than Shirley Winters." I was like, "Oh, well played."
Yes,
that's a nice nod to the Poseidon Adventure. I'm gonna give you a little nod for that one.
Yeah,
I mean that's a deep pull. That's a '70s under shipwreck.
You know what's funny is prior to that line being said, I was thinking that the film was playing in that vein. It was totally in Poseidon Adventure or some of the other ones. There was the
Earthquake. You had the airport movies.
Yeah, so you've got all these kind of disaster films.
Late '70s
feel of that.
They had a run of these major. I mean, you know how Hollywood they're so unoriginal. One person does something and they just copy it.
Let's do that, but in a building.
Yeah,
or let's do that, but out in the water.
Yeah. I mean, that's the pitch. Imagine a ship going down, but it's a building going down. It's like, does that make any? Does that say it out loud? Does it make sense to you? Fuck. Are there no writers in the world? No one's been to a Barnes and Noble and saw any of the best-selling novels. Couldn't pick any of those up.
That was the thing too that I noticed. You mentioned the production companies. I noticed the same sort of. The thing that worried me was the writing. Also, there are like four writers listed on this for the screenplay and the story by 2 writers.
Yeah.
Both of them being among the group of writers.
It's not that deep.
Well, that's what worries me. You know, when you see something like that, you're like, how many polishes did this go through then at this point? It's not a bad movie.
No.
It's exactly what you'd expect out of the movie, I think.
Although, listen, I had a little anxiety.
It does tip over the top a few times where you're like, sharks wouldn't behave like that.
What?
Or I will go to the spoiler part for that. We won't do it yet, but and like we've said in other things, everything that can go wrong goes wrong.
As it would.
Now any checks along these whole points might have stopped this disaster from happening, but that happened, and of course, whatever would have happened here, well, that happened bad too. This one,
because I got an issue I want to bring up with the spoilers. Now you've said that, I'm like something else just triggered me. There's that asshole character.
Yeah.
So yeah, with you, this was good. I would definitely tell my dad to watch this movie. It's well, like I said, when the plane is going down, I felt like I felt anxious for them. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I fly often enough that makes me nervous. You know, your odds are always increasing. If you drive a car enough times, you're going to be in an accident. And I don't fly a ton, don't misunderstand, but I fly often enough that when I get on a plane, I'm always like, all right, let's just not today, please. Just not today. I don't want to go out this way. But the way they shot it, they did, I think, a really good job with filming the crash. And I think Aaron Eckhart is really good.
Yeah.
Ben Kingsley, I'm like, why is he doing this movie? Is he an Oscar-winning actor?
I think he's been on this kick lately. He must be struggling to find.
Could be
good films to be.
Could be
like.
I mean,
higher echelon films.
He can't keep doing Gandhi. I get it, but I'm just like, it'd be like seeing like Sir John Gielgud or
Well, I mean, he adds a gravitas to the whole first part of the movie.
Yeah.
There. I will say this too. One of the things I found kind of interesting was, like, if the sharks were like, if once they hit the water and everything starts from that point, to me it turns less interesting. because it's the sharks. That's the danger. The sharks are the danger. There's no real other dangers. It's like they could have played that up a lot more, and it becomes so shark focused that it's like it kind of lost me a little bit there. I felt like prior to them actually, after they first kind of come out of the accident, everything prior to that, I was like, this is actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm irritated by a couple things, which we'll talk about. But other than that, I was like, I don't know why this would be panned or anything. I don't know at this point if I thought it was or not, but I just remember not hearing a whole lot about
it. Let me see if I can catch a couple reviews here real quick. I mean, it's got. I mean, here's one. The film was good enough until the sharks show up.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly. That's my point.
So I mean, that's really speaking right to you, Gary.
I think I did not write that, but that's
no, you did not.
I'm saying.
Disaster movie cliche offers nothing new. Should have been more fun.
Yeah.
Entertaining enough. Acting was rough. Storyline was all over the place, but the concept was fun, and that's fair.
Yeah, all these are pretty.
Yeah, they're not ripping it apart. But I have a question. I was just thinking about this. I'm looking at that picture behind you.
Yeah.
And again, I have no extensive knowledge of crashing of anything into the water, but I don't know, like, if that plane had gone down and it scatters debris everywhere, and like I'm imagining chemicals and oil, like, would the sharks even come around? Like, they need blood in the water, not oil and gasoline and diesel jet fuel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't that just cause it like, I don't know what's over here, but
you would think,
I don't know. I don't want a big mouthful of jet fuel. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know every time I've gone fishing, which is probably 3 times in my life, people are like, shh, don't make a noise because you'll scare away the fish. And here you got people, a plane smashing into the water and people flailing about. It's like,
they're like, ooh, lunch.
We're the opposite of fish. We like the chaos. We're coming in.
Ding, 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 dinner bell.
Yeah. Right. Not you, Hammerhead.
Let's
you go over there.
Let's go ahead and say let's talk about spoilers. Okay.
Here, play the outro of it, but stick around if you want to hear some spoilers.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, do that.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll hit the outro real quick and
hit like, bye, goodbye, like, thank you.
Let's all that stuff, the things.
This has been a Touch of Madness production. But
it hasn't. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Whole thing.
Spoiler time.
Talk about that character, Gary.
Okay.
Was that the Angus guy?
Yes.
Well, okay,
yes.
What have I seen him in? Because I'm like, God, I know this guy.
He's in a show on where the heck's it at? I know he was in. Why don't they have it listed on here? The 2 things they have on here is the Insidious movies and Mad Max Fury Road, which are not the 2 things that I recognize him from.
Not where I was going with him.
Fargo, the TV show. He was in a whole season of that.
He's familiar when you see him.
Yeah, and there's another one, and I can't think of what the heck the name of it is. It's pretty sad that I can't think of the name of it.
Well, this is unprepared too.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for this, Andy. He's in that show called, right now, if Kevin's watching, he's shouting at the screen. Kevin, I hear you. You're shouting at the screen, telling us you're thinking of, come on, Gary.
It's Citizen Kane. It's Citizen Kane.
You're thinking of The Lincoln Lawyer, Gary. That's the show you're thinking of.
Oh.
He's in The Lincoln Lawyer. Okay. Whew.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That sort of hurt the old noggin on that. I don't recall really seeing him all that much until Fargo. So I guess he was in some stuff, but he didn't stick out to me until then, I guess.
Okay, so this guy is a complete raging dick.
Yeah, again, these are spoilers.
Spoilers. Like, if you're still watching, we're going to tell you about this movie. So
we're going to talk about some stupid shit in it.
From the get-go, you hope this guy, like, before you even know that the plane's going to crash, you hope he gets his ass whipped. Or so I need to ask you, Gary.
And they manipulate the audience is manipulated through this film to hate this guy. Every episode or every chance he gets,
he's an asshole
to be a dick. He is.
And
are we looking up are you want to look up the whole cigarette thing?
No, the whole
or the charger thing. I
the
mean,
charger thing.
Yeah.
I've had frayed cables. They don't spark like that. Do they
Right.
not?
I haven't seen one spark, like not from a battery chart. Like,
And first of all, look, like I said before, I fly enough. There's enough warnings. You do not put the battery in the storage for the under the plane. You do not, for that reason, because they've been known to get hot and ignite fires.
yeah,
This guy appears to be a frequent on a flyer because he's asking to be upgraded to first class or whatever.
yeah,
So he knows this. And it's arcing. Sparks are flying out of it. You just shove it in your fucking suitcase.
Yeah.
And you know you're not supposed to do that. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be carry on with you. That way, if it does get hot, they can quickly grab that thing and do something with it. That is
Yeah.
why. And that is just unbelievable that would even happen. A, that it would spark that way, and B, that he'd be so reckless to throw a sparking battery into his luggage, his clothing
Yeah.
luggage. And the fact that, he's an asshole, he can't smoke here. Oh, yeah, sorry, can't smoke outside. Yeah, you're an asshole. There's rules. Pay attention, you dick.
you can smoke right over there.
Yeah, and then he just lights right up again. I'm like, I would never do this, but in real, I wish I could just punch you in the throat.
Yeah.
I mean,
They do
a
all of
knuckle
this,
out, like a knuckle out to kind of really just knock the atoms that was just screwed in there.
But here's the thing I want to point out.
But I'm like that in real life. I see people in real life. I want to like slide tackle.
Yeah.
And just say, you're not that fucking important in life. Sorry.
Here, that's all right. Here's the part that I want to point out about that and why I felt manipulated. That is clearly a setup because you want to see that guy get his. And they do some fake outs a few times of this is the moment he's going to get it. And it doesn't happen. And then, this is up, and it didn't happen. And when it finally does, by the way, I mean, look, if you're going to write these kind of movies and make a ridiculous, like, what was it, like 3 sharks or something that jumped up and tore him up, which looked ridiculous. And the least you can do is when the guy that's the asshole that's been wanting to smoke the whole time, he finally finds a pack of cigarettes and then he dies. The least you could do is instead of just looking at the pack of cigarettes and shrugging after he's been killed, you could at least say smoking kills. I mean, you can at least throw the line in there.
Write the cliche line there.
I mean, write it, do it, because you just that whole scene is ridiculous anyway.
Yeah, we've gone this far. This is where you draw the line. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta at least throw the line in there.
Yeah.
I felt manipulated throughout because of that character. And the thing that really bugs me about that payoff is it's not truly a payoff, because throughout the time of him being an asshole, he's also being a complete asshole to Aaron Eckhart's character when this guy is really the reason all of this was set off in the first place. That character never gets to learn that. Yeah. So your only real resolution to that character for the audience got killed. You know what I mean? There's real payoff.
Well, and
ultimately,
karmically, that I hated. Like I turned on. It's like I would just beat him with a bat and just throw him over the side. Is when Eckhart hands him the radio and says, "Make sure that gets in one of the rafts."
Yeah,
and the guy's at a raft.
Right.
Just toss it in.
Right.
Or hey, Aaron, you could have did it too, but nothing. If you hand it to Dickwad, hey Dickwad, when he hands it to you, just do that real quick. That's all you had to do.
Yeah.
And instead, you got to make it this hole where he falls into the water, and he's just like. And again, super important thing. How I'm getting out here no matter what. You better save us. This one device who's going to help you get rescued.
Yeah.
Doop.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
If I'm standing there and this captain says to me, hey, make sure this gets into a raft, it's the first thing I would have done. In the raft, done and done. What else you got, Chief?
Yeah.
But again, Aaron, why didn't you just toss it in there? I mean, again.
Or give it to somebody more reliable. For
just
Pete's
be like,
sake.
hey guys, I gotta go do something else. And we toss this radio in there. And hey, everybody pay attention. That radio is what's going to save us.
Right. Right. Everybody would have treated it a lot.
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah, a little bit different. Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, there was a lot of that. The Shelley Winters thing, that lady staying behind and just refusing to even try to get out of there was like,
well, a little nitpicky thing is it's amazing how many of those cell phones worked.
Yeah.
I've got mine wet in the kitchen sink and I had to get a new phone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
These people, like, she's
Yeah.
been submerged and she's looking at the picture of her grandchild, which is touching, but like, how is that working?
Right.
Curious.
Yeah, and this is a popcorn movie. This is not you're not expecting. This is all a little bit nitpicky, but
yeah, don't break it down.
But there's still some of the stuff that you can't help as a viewer. Like, you kind of go, I don't exactly think that's how that would happen. I was skeptical of the way the whole accident began to begin with.
Yeah.
And all the things go wrong. We've got the sliding containers,
the chain
that
reaction,
slide around next to tanks that can explode. I don't work in the airlines. Maybe that's how they set it up.
Maybe it is.
Doesn't seem very smart if they do.
It just seems to me too, Gary, touching on that, is you should have some kind of redundancy in place in case, God forbid, that strap happens to break, that maybe these things lock into place also.
Yeah, something.
Like, I've moved enough road cases with band equipment. You lock the wheels.
Yeah.
And then you strap it into a semi. So in case the strap breaks, it might tip over, but the wheels are locked. It's not going to roll down this corridor.
I would like, if anybody that watches this is still watching, that works, anybody that might work in the airline, if they know anything about this, man, let us know below.
I do know somebody. I'm going to reach out to him. I just remember I do know a guy who works for the airlines.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
Is Gary, I don't know if you've been inside of a maybe back in your days when you were a receiving clerk, you ever get into a tractor trailer?
Mm-hmm.
They have those bars that lock.
Yeah.
Like, they don't just count on a strap. They strap it, then they put a load bar in there.
Right.
That bar is not going anywhere because it locks into place on the sides of the truck. I guarantee the planes, they have to have that.
They have to have something like that.
Right,
or lock the stuff, strap it down to the actual,
I'm back. Now I'm irritated.
If you stuck around for spoilers, you found out Andy changed his actual rating. That's hilarious.
I'm going to give it this one, Gary. Just pick one. Pick anyone you want.
Except the top one. Don't pick the top one.
Oh, boy. You should make one, Gary, that when it says ranking, and then it has two options, bad and horrible.
Yeah.
I don't care which one you pick.
Pick one. You just pick it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, now my blood pressure's up. Shit.
Well, that's sad that this did it for you.
No, it's just when we start talking about the angrier I get. Like, yeah, wait a minute, that didn't make sense. Like I said, the highlight was the Shelley Winters poll. I thought that was great because that's a 50-year-old reference.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
70s-ish.
70s. Yeah.
Now I want to go back and watch the Poseidon Adventure.
We probably pick that thing apart. It's got to be about the same. You know what I mean?
Or Towering Inferno.
Oh yeah.
Remember those?
Yep.
That was when we should have thought of that.
Yeah.
We got to do a retro where we go back and watch all these disaster films in the 70s.
Yeah.
Towering Inferno, Poseidon Adventure, Billy Jack.
I don't even think I need to watch Billy Jack again. You already got me once to watch that, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I need to see that again.
Made you question our friendship. Like,
I didn't.
I don't know if I like you anymore.
What is this all about? Well, if you stuck around this long, we appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
That means you probably are already subscribed, but if you're not, we would love for you to subscribe. And
let us know if you'd like a little bit more of this after show content, because we could do that. We dance around spoilers so much because we don't want to ruin the film. I mean, if you give it a rating, it's like, but if you do like to hear the spoilers, then we could do this after every film. Just we'll do our end outro, and
I could throw a spoiler buffer in there. Yeah, not a sniffer, spoiler.
All right, Gary, let's get out of here.
All right, see y'all next time. By the way, Shark Week this week we got coming up 2 more shark films.
Ooh.
We got a bonus episode. Well, kind of. One is a shark episode. One is more similar to this film. One is most definitely not similar to this film. But
there's one coming up that. I mean, the funniest part about that is when Gary had told me to watch a couple of movies, and he says to me, "That's the first one you watched out of all the movies I gave you. That's the first one you went to."
Yeah,
and I was like, you are. That's actually a fair comment.
Yeah.
fair
I
question.
mean, what happened up here when the synapses were firing? What was going on?
You had me at the title, Gary. I was like, I'm so in. Although Teresa walked in, she's like, "What?" I said, it's research. She's like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, are you watching somebody's home movie?
That's
Anyway.
why she doesn't watch our show.
Yeah.
All
All right,
right,
guys. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you all.
This has been a Touch of Madness production, brought to you by the creative minds at Tommy Twins Media.